Also a tense day in Clarkston where schools had to shelter in place and businesses went into lockdown while ICE agents swarmed the area. We're told they were searching for suspected gang members there. Let's get live to Fox News' Charlie Langton. He is in Clarkston with the very latest. Charlie, when we hear, obviously, he's actually in front of the Oakland County Sheriff's Department. When we hear about ICE sweeps, we always think about immigration, but they do a heck of a lot more than that.
Well, that's right. And I tell you what, we got an issue going on over here, too. We've got at least 2 gang members that are on the run somewhere. There was a big scene, lots of cops present in the Pine Knob, usually for a music theater. There's no music today. They using it as a staging area, meaning the cops gathering there to figure out where these suspects were. And we went in the back of Pine Knob because that's where the suspects, we were told, it's a federal investigation. Federal agents, likely ICE agents, and the Oakland County Sheriffs were assisting them. But I'll tell you what, right now, they didn't get those people, and yes, the schools were sheltered in place, meaning they had classes, but nobody could gain access in or out of the school. It was eventually was lifted. But take a look at what happened this morning and throughout the day in Clarkston. Around 9 o'clock Wednesday morning, workers at Pine Knob, putting up the Magic of Lights show for Friday, were interrupted.
When I pulled into the site this morning, there was about 30 officers here and a helicopter flying over the property.
Oakland County Sheriff deputies assisting federal ICE agents pursuing suspects. Reported gang members near Pine Knob and a nearby elementary school. What's it like seeing 30 cops, guns, and all that stuff?
A little nerve-wracking. When you're coming to set up Christmas lights.
The Christmas lights were set up, but the suspected gang members got away and are still on the run. Dr. Sean Ryan from the Clarkston Community Schools was contacted by the Oakland County Sheriff's Office, who immediately put his school in a shelter-in-place protocol, and later saying, as we would with any police activity near our schools, we put our buildings into shelter-in-place as a precautionary measure. This was going to keep our students and staff safe inside our schools. Now, that shelter-in-place order was lifted at about 11 a.m. However, we went to other parts of Clarkston, like what they call the Mansion, which is the golf course of Pine Knob. They were still sheltering in place to some extent as a precaution, as an abundance of caution. And why were they doing this? Because those gang members are still on the run. Don't know if they're in Clarkston. We don't know where they are. We don't know why they were in Clarkston. And we don't know how dangerous they really are. Again, a lot of questions that we are still looking for answers. I have a feeling we'll be following this one for a while. I am live here in front of the Sheriff's Office. Roop, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, Charlie, obviously it's not just for the folks at the golf course, but the Mansion, but there's an entire neighborhood that borders that golf course with hundreds of people who live there. It has to be scary for them as they sit back and wonder where these guys and gals are.
Well, that's the fact that, we'd like to, we can help a little more information about who these people are, how dangerous are they, do they have a lead? Just a little more information, because gang members on the run. I don't have to say much more than that. That scares a lot of people.
Of course.
And listen, I have to assume that the sheriffs know what they're doing, and they do. And they were out there. They're very organized. Feds are very organized. So they say there's no danger at this point in time, but still, a lot of questions to be answered. We're not done with this one.
Nope. The search does continue. Charlie Langton for us live tonight. Thank you.